Thank you so much for driving me home. I definitely drank too much to drink. Yeah, I didn't realize how many gin and tonics I had. I somehow got distracted and lost count. Probably after you showed up. You've got that blue dress thing you're wearing. You know that blue dresses are my kryptonite. Well, all dresses, yeah, but that includes blue ones. Oh, thank you. Yeah, a glass of water would be very good for my future self. You're an angel. Somehow, you carried me all the way to my bed, and my boots are off. Did I take them off, or is that you? Well, guess what? The jeans are next. Don't worry, I have a plan. Help me get my bedsheet up over me. I'll take them off under the sheet. Beautifully executed. I feel so free right now. I wrote a short story in my mind when you were driving me home. Do you want to hear it? Oh, Untitled is the title. Yup. This is a love confession. This is something that I wanted to say to you for a very long time. Not to you, of course, because I changed the name while I was writing it. So it's whoever hears this story. It's addressed to listener. So listen up, because the story begins. Chapter 1. Brace yourself. You might want to get comfy. Because I like a really slow build-up and then a huge climax at the end. So we'll start off slow while we build context or exposition or whatever. Will you be mine forever? Will you love me and no one else? I want to be the man in your life. I want to open your jars and kill anything that bothers you, and build things for you. This might come as a surprise to you, listener. How did we get here? To be honest, I really like the way you have your hair today. Normally, you just let it get really curly. But today, you straightened it a little bit so that it's kind of wavy. I like that. Not you, of course. Listener. Listener's hair. Yeah. Please pay attention. Chapter 2. The last time you had a boyfriend, you would tell me all the things that you'd do for him to show him that you cared about him. I remember feeling extremely envious. I wanted you to do those things for me. He didn't appreciate those things the way I would have. He didn't reciprocate the way I would have. And then that time last Christmas, when my date to my company Christmas party ditched me, and you volunteered to go with me on short notice, so that I didn't have to go alone with an empty seat next to me. And you wore that dress. I know you remember which one. Nobody forgets a plunging neckline like that one. You looked unbelievably gorgeous, and I just didn't have the courage to tell you. I should have told you. You told me that you had it already for your own work event, but I suspect otherwise. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I think you wanted to look good for me, and you did. I could barely take my eyes off you all night. I'm sure that you noticed me looking and thought I was being a creep or something. Chapter 3 is a little bit saucy. There was a time the other day where you had a low-cut shirt, and I could see that you were wearing like a burgundy-colored bra, and it matched your necklace. I could not stop fantasizing about how good you would have looked without your shirt on, just with that bra and necklace, and probably matching panties. Do you remember when I went and sat down, even though everybody else was standing? And I told everybody that I was just really tired? No, I wasn't tired. I was fantasizing so much about you that I was afraid my body was going to start reacting. I needed to go somewhere where I couldn't see you anymore, so that I could relax and get my mind out of the gutter and get my heart rate back down to normal. You do that to me. Chapter 4. This is where I admit that I'm talking way too much. I think I just needed to get it off my chest, finally. You should have stopped me, but you didn't. No, that's not everything. There's more. Lately, whenever something happens to me, I feel the urge to text you and tell you about it. And I'm curious to hear your opinion on things. Anything. Everything. And lately, there are a lot of mornings where I wake up and I'll imagine what it would be like if you were lying there next to me. Because I'm in love with you. I think I've known about it for a long time, and I've just been really terrified to tell you because I didn't know if you felt the same way, and it would ruin our friendship if you didn't, and then I would lose you. And all those things that you used to do for your ex-boyfriend, I crave those things. I want you to do those things for me, and I would gladly do those things for you, and more, because I love you. And there it is. This impromptu story has been about you all along. No, you didn't. I kept it too well hidden. You couldn't have known until the very end of the story. But now you know. I've fantasized so many times about you saying those words to me. Say them again. You're welcome to stay and cuddle with me tonight, if you want, so that you don't have to go back out in the rain. No hanky-panky or anything, just cuddling and sleeping. If your clothes got wet from the rain, you can toss them in the dryer. I'll keep you warm, if you want.